Have you ever just wanted to take a day off from the everyday grind and seize every moment when the weather contains clear blue skies, a cool breeze, and natural sunlight? Well, if you need any kind of motivation, this movie will make you feel alive. Maybe you don't have to go to the absolute extreme measures of putting on a performance to make it believable, but perhaps a little effort can give you just a little freedom to unwind and relax. Ferris Bueller's Day Off was released in 1986 and serves as possibly one of the most chillest movies to date, as it contains a pretty simple storyline but offers a decent amount of entertainment to enjoy it for what it is. The basic premise of the film is that a well-known popular high school student named Ferris Bueller, played by Matthew Broderick, fakes sick in order to take advantage of a beautiful day. Not only does he summon his best friend Cameron Frye and girlfriend Sloane Peterson to accompany him on his adventures, but the dean of students, Edward Rooney, wants to expose him for the fraud that he is, and well, that's about it. So despite his lack of attendance, the big question is, will Ferris get caught? And that's what we watch to find out. First and foremost, Ferris is kind of this overprivileged kid, where both of his parents are successful in their jobs and they live in a nice big house. He practically has everything in his room that a kid in the 80s would want, like a keyboard, television, instruments, and more. Honestly, I find Ferris kind of annoying and stubborn and always does what he wants even if it means putting others at risk with no remorse. So I guess you can say he's one of my least favorite characters in this universe, although he's loved by many. He uses this charm that everyone falls for, which makes him so likable, and I guess that's why his sister Jeanie hates him, cause he gets away with everything and acts roughly spoiled, so at least she caught on. And not to mention, even she tries to find ways to catch Ferris in the act for the deceitful performance he did with his parents earlier, whom are blinded by his gentle and kind nature. Sloane, his girlfriend, is really attractive and this level-headed character with not much dialogues, but she comes off as a warm and genuine partner. Cameron, on the other hand, is this pessimistic, cautious living person who knows Ferris is full of shit and often hates him for his bullying. Yet he remains best friends with them, as Ferris is the only one who understands Cameron's lack of self-confidence, due to him not having a meaningful relationship with his father. And this story is powerful, though not really explored much in the movie and doesn't really see the impact it has on Cameron until the end. I do like how it gives him a little more reasoning as to why he is the way he is. Then you have Mr. Rooney. This poor guy gets wrecked at every chance he gets and is heavily taken advantage of. In fact, he's so obsessed with wanting to destroy Ferris's reputation that he even makes it all the way to his house. Watching him jump through all the hurdles is pretty hilarious, as this movie does have that kind of humor I really like. Other than that, the whole movie shows us just how lucky Ferris is, as he practically avoids getting caught despite doing the most ways to gain attention, like watching a baseball game, cruising in the city, walking in the art gallery where we get the famous painting scene, dining at a restaurant, and singing in a parade, which was insane. So by the end of the movie, we do get some emotional dialogues as Ferris discusses the uncertainty of him and Cameron's friendship, as he knows that they'll head off to different colleges, but for the time being, this bond that they have now is more than enough to keep them going. And I did forget to mention that there's another pivotal character in this film, and that's the red Ferrari which belonged to Cameron's father that they took without permission. You kinda see this car become the bridge that connects all the plots together to build up Cameron's self-esteem, which was really cool. And as for Ferris and Sloane, seeing how she's a year younger and he's graduating soon, what does that mean for their relationship? Although he does propose as a joke, their fate together is unknown, but I guess it shows that their love is strong enough to hold on to, for now. We do get some pretty funny scenes with Jeanie at the police station and more Mr. Rooney mishaps, but I won't spoil it cause it's just awesome to see how everything is connected. So with one last attempt, as both parents are making their way home from work, Jeanie races Ferris back to the house, and the ending is enough for a slight plot twist, but I guess Jeanie understands the concept of family, or it just proves how Ferris is the greatest manipulator of all time, making her another victim. Nonetheless, the movie ends with one of the best quotes that I still use today, and that's, "Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it." Overall, this movie is nice. It's simple and straight to the point. The fact that it's a John Hughes original only makes the emphasis of me loving all of his films even more, because there's enough adventures and laughs to keep you entertained. I like how you don't really get much background music, and for any scene that does contain music, it beautifully describes the late 80s. There's really not much else to say about it other than it was good for what it is, as it doesn't require you to really think while watching. It's just one of those feel-good movies where you have to be spontaneous to take advantage of a beautiful day and do what makes you happy, because why not? Life is short after all. Let me know in the comments below what you think of Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and I'll talk to you all next episode.